Today we're going to learn how to make a spicy margarita. It's got jalapeños. You probably want to watch this. So you want to make drinks like this at home? Of course you do. So pick up the Home Bartender Starter Kit at shop.awesomedrinks.com. Comes with everything you need, including free shipping. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Shore. Today we're going to show you how to make a spicy margarita. There's multiple ways of doing this. We're going to do it using a muddled jalapeno. You can use habaneros. You can use other things such as cocktail bitters and flavoring agents, or just infused tequila. I'm going to go with the jalapeno today. So here's the recipe breakdown. It's going to be 1.5 ounces of tequila. You can push it up to 2 if you're feeling spicy. Might throw off the balance a little bit, but some people like their tequila really up front. 3/4 ounce of Cointreau, 3/4 ounce of lime juice. They kind of balance each other a little bit. A bar spoon. I don't know about this bar spoon. A bar spoon of agave nectar. Optionally, if you want, cilantro. There's 2 optionals. There's a cilantro. We can add, a pinch of salt. Maybe I got some of that down here. Looks like I got me some hickory smoked salt. That could be interesting. And of course, our slice of jalapeno. Otherwise, we're good. Recipe on the side. We have guinea pigs and they love cilantro. So I have this on hand at all times. I'm going to use a little bit of the cilantro leaves because why not? And give the rest of the pigs. Well, they're going to need more than this, but whatever. So traditionally, you muddle with your sugar. Oh, and a Tajín rim and a lime wheel. Let's build our lime wheel. Because if I don't build a lime wheel now, I will forget. Boom, lime wheel done. Take your optional cilantro if you're going to use it. Some people don't like cilantro, so definitely don't use it. You're going to seed your jalapeno. And why would you do that? Because the seeds are freaking strong and spicy. I guess that's really why. You could leave them in there if you want to. Somebody's going to get an unsuspected surprise. Boom, bar spoon of nectar. I like to add that when muddling. Adding sugar pulls out more of the flavor, so we're going to basically infuse the nectar. I'm buying time here. We're infusing the nectar with some of the spiciness of the jalapeno. And it's a pretty simple muddle because it's just that jalapeno, the cilantro, and again, you kind of don't want all of the chlorophyll to break out of the cilantro, so you're really just squishing it down. This is going to be a double strain job just to keep out some of those particulates, so you can get a secondary strainer available at awesomedrinks.com, shop.awesomedrinks.com, get your barware, get your strainers, get your mixing glasses. I forgot to bring a lime squeeze down, so I'm just going to use this beast. Balance that against our sweet. Cointreau.
My car won't start.
Dude, this should be a fun video to edit since between those 2 shots, my son's car broke down and I had to go get my car out of the garage and pull it out, and big old thing. So I think I got everything right. So you get your jalapeno, your muddled cilantro, everything but your tequila. Let's do the tequila last. You always put your most expensive ingredient in last. We're gonna do we're doing 1.5 ounces. Oh, frazzled. 1.5 ounces tequila. Boom. We're gonna take, say, a piece of our lime and just cut it. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get some juices on there. Don't need to waste them. So we'll take that. We're just gonna do half the glass because you never know. People might not want the spiciness of the Tajín. There you go. So got a little place where there's like lack of spice and a place where you have the spice. Looks pretty. Set it off the side. That's going to kind of solidify to it. Add your ice. Fresh ice to your glass. Ice in your shaker. Shaker top. Strainer ready. Double strainer ready. Garnish on. Partial garnish on. One last thing we're going to add because it'll be fun. We'll do a little pinch of this smoked salt. Just a little pinch. Smoked salt. Smoked salt. Hickory smoked salt. Hickory smoked salt. I'll put a link below if you want it. Got it on Amazon. It's going to give it a little, maybe that little mezcal or smokiness to it. but it's a blanco tequila, so lots of cool things you could do with it. Let's shake it up. 12 seconds should be fine. Cool. So what I was going to say is if you don't want to muddle jalapeno or you would like more consistency, jalapenos, you don't know like specifically unless you test them, you don't know how spicy they're going to be, how vibrant they're going to be. They could just taste like green pepper. You never know. So the alternatives are you could always add a little bit extra spice. You could use like chipotle cacao. This is going to give it like that mole chocolate cacao flavor and do a couple dashes of that. Gives it a lot of depth. That's bitter cube. Or you can go to ostrix.com and get yourself some Serrano cocktail spice. This is definitely, the Serrano is going to be hot, but you could do one full dash, which would be the entire dropper in here. If it's not spicy enough, add 2. The beauty is if you make the drink 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and you're always putting the same dash in, you're going to get the same level of heat, where the pepper is going to vary depending on the season, the pepper itself, the position of the pepper, where you got it from, like around the tip versus more where the seed density can be. Got to be a little bit more spicy. This, however, is just your traditional grab a jalapeno off of, grab a jalapeno off of the vine, and you definitely want to double strain if you're using the cilantro, because right when I poured it, I saw some green pieces going. Some people enjoy that. Some people don't like when they muddle a mojito, they leave the little mint pieces in there. No, I'm not a fan. Garnish her up. Done. Spicy margarita. This case we used, and you could use a reposado if you want to, but I'm using Siempre. So it's going to be just a vibrant, lovely tequila flavor with a little bit of heat. You can also use Siete Leguas. That's a good one. All right, let's try it out. Not bad. I like the Tajín on the side. Gives a little spice right away. It does give me the flavor and the sense of a jalapeno infused tequila. Tancio makes one. I can't think of a lot of other brands that make the jalapeno infused tequila. You can make your own. You just take jalapenos and put them in tequila, leave them in there for like, I don't know, an hour. I know with habaneros, any more than 10 minutes and you're making a freaking fire. But you can keep tasting it until it gets to where you want it to be. The difference in using like a muddled jalapeno in here is it's not as spicy. Like I'm not blown away from a heat level. It almost tastes like a jalapeno without abundance of heat. Spicy enough. I also have a very high tolerance for spice, so these things can get different depending on who you're working with and who you're serving it to. I like the cilantro. If I was to put this on a level of heat, in my perspective, from say 0 to 10, I'm put this at like a 2. So I personally would probably muddle even more jalapenos in here. I would probably cheap out a little bit and do the jalapeno model and then add more spice with the Boy Drinks World Serrano spice, primarily because these guys do give you that green pepper freshness. So it tastes garden fresh, but it doesn't have that same punch of spice. And there are times where I've used jalapenos and they've just been so hot that it's almost intolerable. And then other ones you don't taste anything at all. So it is hit or miss. The smokiness from the salt plays a little bit in here, but not overly done. Again, it's like the full package. And the beauty of a spicy margarita is it's based on a margarita, which by itself can have tons of variations. You can use simple syrup instead of agave nectar. You can leave out, I think the Tommy margarita, is that the one that doesn't have orange liqueur? I can't remember. There's so many different variations. You can add like a floater of reposado to the top, or even maybe like an añejo tequila on the top. You can make it with reposado. You can add different types of fruits and flavors and blackberries and jams and smoke. It's really like an endless direction you can go. But the base being your margarita, your secondary base being the spicy margarita, and now you can add adjuncts and different flavors to it to create something that's unique in your own. For those interested in history, 1930s, 1940s, Tijuana, Mexico, no known creator. This is kind of the natural evolution of a margarita when you're in an area that tends to have spicy food anyway. This became, I think, more of a hit circa 2020 here in the US. The swicy movement, like the sweet and the spicy combination and doing crazy things with it. I think that's kind of where it was driven. But Again, natural evolution. Wherever you go, if there's a margarita, at some point there's going to be spicy margarita. It's just going to happen. It's like dark matter. That's it, my friends. We're teaching you how to drink.